Call of Duty's physical sales have dropped over 50% this year, and if you look at why, it's really not that surprising. Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we have to talk about the elephant in the room, and that is what is killing Call of Duty. There's a couple of reasons, but I'm going to outline the main points of what's going wrong, so let's jump right into it. The first one isn't really anything that can be avoided, and that is that the game schedule this year allowed for 4 FPS games to be released, and 2 of them were COD games, of which one was hidden behind a paywall, so that can be fixed. But of course, with the release of Battlefield 1, Titanfall 2, Infinite Warfare, and Modern Warfare Remastered, sales are going to be cannibalized a bit, and it doesn't help that Call of Duty is cannibalizing its own player base by releasing Modern Warfare Remastered behind a paywall. I know that Battlefield 1 has done amazing, and while Titanfall 2 has somewhat underperformed, it's been more active recently with free-to-play weekends and double XP weekends. The second reason is that the weapon variants segregate players from wanting to play and turn off new players from playing the game. I know from personal experience that I don't really want to pick up Infinite Warfare right now because I took a week or 2 off and I feel like I'm way behind. Everyone's going to have the epic variants, and with new variants being released into the game, it seems like if you stop playing for a bit, everyone else has a huge advantage, which makes players not want to play. I know plenty of people have done this, including big YouTubers like 402 Thunder. I'll link his video where he talked about something like this in the description. He's saying that he's not going to play until Christmas just because of the epic variants in the game, that everyone's going to be running around with all these new weapons that weren't even in the game when they launched. The third reason is beating the dead horse, to be honest, but it has to be mentioned, is that the advanced movement. If you saw the trailers for Infinite Warfare, you will know that nobody wanted the advanced movement. I think it's the most disliked trailer on YouTube and one of the most disliked YouTube videos ever, which is crazy for a video game trailer when you think about it. Both the last 3 Call of Duties in Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, and Infinite Warfare all have the advanced movement system. It's no surprise that sales are dropping off because people do not want this movement, and I'm sure it will be fixed for the next Sledgehammer release. The third ties right into the advanced movement system, and that is the map design. Besides Black Ops 3, which has had a couple of decent maps, the map design since Ghost has been absolutely terrible. You can name on one hand the number of maps that have been memorable from the last Call of Duties. From Ghost all the way to Infinite Warfare, there have not really been memorable maps, and Infinite Warfare takes this trend to the next level. To be honest, the gameplay in Infinite Warfare is quite good. Same with Ghost, I really do like the gun gameplay, but when you look at the back end of things about how the maps were designed and how the game flows, it makes it not fun to play, and it makes people not want to play it. And it's obvious that it is built for the advanced movement system, but if it's not implemented properly, then it won't work, which is what you're seeing here. The next one I have to give Infinity Ward credit for because it's actually not a problem in Infinite Warfare, and that is the streaks. The streaks in Infinite Warfare are actually quite good, they're fun to use, and then if you go back a bit, you turn to Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare, which didn't really have that many memorable streaks, to be honest. And then if you go back even more, you have Ghost, which just streaks were just, the less said about them the better. But a signature staple of every Call of Duty game, besides the gameplay and the tight controls and the close quarters combat, which ties into the maps by the way, has been the streaks. Everyone loves the kill streaks. Since Modern Warfare 2, when we had our huge update in kill streak selection, it's always been a staple, and recently they've kind of toned them down. They made them not as fun to use, and they made the streaks way more balanced across the board, which people do not really want, to be honest. The last problem is something that needs to be fixed, and it's very urgent, and it's backing on promises that developers and publishers alike have made regarding supply drops and other aspects in the games.
No last stand! No last stand!
The first thing that comes to mind is when Treyarch said that last year that supply drops would only be cosmetic, as we saw later on that there was actually new guns and new melee weapons. Well, the melee weapons weren't good and they didn't really change the range that much. They were new weapons, and the guns, while some of them weren't the greatest, they still were new guns, which kind of tilts the game towards pay to win, while not being pay to win because the guns weren't amazing. It gives people a bad vibe, and it makes them not want to play the game. When you pay for a AAA premium game, there shouldn't be guns and weapons hidden behind a paywall. And then of course we turn to Infinite Warfare, where the developers made the promise that every gun will be available in Infinite Warfare regarding salvage, which people saw as a good compromise. You know, you could have your supply drops, you could fast track your way by paying money, but it's not guaranteed that you get them, or you can play the game and get them through salvage. But of course that's not the case, because if you look in Infinite Warfare in the armory, you actually have the Quartermaster selection, which has guns that are only available in supply drops in Infinite Warfare, which is totally what Infinity Ward did not say would be happening. And then if you turn into Modern Warfare Remastered, you have the supply drops being there, which nobody wants, and I'm sure that will kill Modern Warfare Remastered. Would already cannibalize the player base by having 2 Call of Duty releases, and Modern Warfare Remastered is already behind a $110 paywall if you pay with Canadian or Australian, and I think it's $90 if you pay in American. So as of now, it's only cosmetic differences that are being added to Modern Warfare Remastered. It's been data mined that there will be new guns such as the Galil and PP2000 from previous Call of Duty games being added to Modern Warfare Remastered. And to me, that is a huge no-go. You can't have a game hidden behind a giant paywall like that and then have guns hidden behind a paywall. You can't have DLC inside a DLC. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to leave a like, guys. It means a lot. And if you'd like more content, please be sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and hopefully have a great day. I'll see you later.